What's up? I'm Grizz. Welcome, episode 2 of Hyouka. Had a pretty fun, interesting start, and we're just going to kind of look to continue that a bit further on here. If you like it all, hit the like and subscribe. They do really mean a lot to me. Feel free to stick around for the discussion and leave any comments about this episode or this series. Let's get going with episode 2. Is this, sister? There will be waiting for you, a woman. We can't have that, can we now? You don't got any other, choices that you want to make in life, so you might as well just do what I tell you to, right? But no, I like the way that it was worded, almost as if you had something else you wanted to do, go and do it. But if not, do this, please. More of like giving a choice rather than a option of forcing, you know? It's already been a month. If not, I go home. What a kind girl. This is like Ultra K-On, just sit in the club room and drink tea. But that's a good thing. Adventure. I was thinking that, like, don't you have that? Don't you have to have like an advisor? Don't you have to have like those types of things? Okay. I'd rather sit here and do nothing. So we do have an advising teacher. Don't you want it? Yeah. Yeah, he'll do it now because he has to preserve the traditions, you know. There you go. Activity together. He's so reluctant to do everything. The energy is insane. I could never. Maybe if she forced me, I could. See, like if I had this treatment, I'd get up to. Do we know the person? Oh, the other girl. Oh, I thought he was making the joke about the other two. Oh. Nope. It's been like 50 years. For the festival. See, that's the perfect way to go about everything. Always use references first. We wait. Yeah, but you get the fuck out of here. Alright. Oh, she's curious. Long ass arms, okay. So somebody keeps checking it out and bringing it back, no? Yeah, it's something interesting that people might want to see. Nope. Oh, so the fact that they're bringing it back once every week.
裏に貸し出しリストがあるから見てみて。
Maybe they're aware of the idea that everybody else wants the book, so they're only allowed to do this one for a week. Oh, okay. Now that's a little weird.
貸し出しと返却が同じ日で5週連続。時間も分かってて、5人とも昼休みに借りて放課後に返してるの。
どうだい？気になるだろ？
She is curious. No, look at the book. I love her. She's so inclusive. You'll be such a big help here. We're in a library after all. Everybody's watching. I like how, I don't know the right word I'm looking for. Impactful, I guess her movements are. That's not the word I'm looking for. Maybe you'll understand though. Okay.
昼休みに借りて放課後に返していては、とてもこれを読む暇などなかろうし、家に持ち帰らないなら借りずに図書室で読めばいい。結論、この本は図書の本文を果たすために使用されているのでは。こういう本ならではの使い道があるはずです。
I actually have no idea what they would use the book for.
重ねれば浅漬けが浸かります。
お前らにはもう聞かない。
Yeah.
チタンだって本当に成績優秀なのか？
She's book smart.
天然にしか思えんのだが。
She looked like one too.
彼女らはグループでこの本を使用し、当番制で順番に借りて使って。
That also makes a lot of sense.
流行りね。占いとか。
こんな感じ。今週のあなたのラッキーアイテムは学校誌。金曜日の午後に借りて、その日のうちに返すと。
Yeah, no. No. Yeah. Clearly hasn't been very lucky. Yeah, because he's not smart. Yeah. Oh. Does it smell like something? Uh-oh. Like food? Like they're using it while they're eating? She also has a strong sense of smell. I was thinking that too. Maybe they spilled something on it? No, why? That wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't matter. Yeah, spit it out. She's always this. No, I'm not. Not me. Not me. No. We're a team. I'm trying to get rid of you so I can plan this out. W Wingman. W Wingman. Are we going to that building? What is this? No. Wrong decision. We go this one. So realizing or reflecting on that thing before and deciding that he needs to take the actual approach and do this time instead of trying to find a way around it. The building outside, the art room. I don't think that's the building we're thinking of. We're about to find out. Ah, so if they're all meeting up together, it has to be one of those. You don't want to probably take it home or stuff it in a locker or something, yeah. Oh.
中を見ればわかる。この想定なら絵のモチーフにぴったりだ。
匂いだ
Ah.
ったんですね。どうしてわかったの？
どうしてって、
Mm.
ただのひらめき、ただの運だろ。
いやー、見事見事。さすがに絵のモチーフに使ったなんて想像もつかなかったよ。
なんであんなのがわかるの？オレキ、変。
何を言う。
Well, I mean, it makes enough
それほど
sense.
平均的な人間はいない。
I'm as average as they come. I respect that.
私も興味あります。
Yeah, well, no. Nope.
一度切り開いて中を見てみたいと。
Yeah, go ahead. As his friend gives
大した脳
permission.
みそじゃないぞ。
成績が取れてもそれはパーツの集合体に過ぎません。私はそういうパーツではなく思考を生み出すシステムが知りたいんです。
Mm.
もしかしたら。
ん？
あ、いえ、なんでも。
まあとにかくなかなか面白い時間を。
Huh. So she is somebody who, if everything is presented in front of her, like, and she has everything kind of laid out in front of her, and has like all the clues that you could possibly need, and like you put this in front of her, she could piece things together. So such as things with like schoolwork, if you give her all the knowledge and everything that she needs, it's right there in front of her, she can do it. But if it's something that she needs to kind of find it for herself, or find those pieces like to create this puzzle in a way, she can't develop that process to be able to go out of her way and do it, whereas he can just kind of do something like that, and he can piece everything together and start basically from the beginning and move along, whereas she kind of needs like a foundation already for her to really build off of.
ここが違う。こんな風に俺はならない。何が違う。何が。
You having a good time with other people,
そうなんだよね。
enjoying yourself.
稀にひらめく一瞬の輝きか、はたまた。
帰っちゃダメです。
なんで。
Yeah, she's his flash of light though.
さあです。
Oh yeah, we haven't even started.
文集を作るためにバックナンバーを探しているんですが、書庫を調べてもいいですか？古典部文集
They've never done those. Oh, was she a part of it at one point?
残念だけど文集のバックナンバーは書庫にはない。
Where are they? Oh
見落
no.
とすということは、
あったらさすがに覚えてるわ。じゃ失礼するわね。
They're definitely in that other building that we talked about last week. And if not, they're like just hidden somewhere in the school. Now we have to go out of our way to find it. Are they in the music room? And we put the music room off last week, but we could have found them if we were there.
問題解いて気分はすっきりってとこかしら。
別に。
No.
仕方ありません。帰りましょう。今日は収穫もありましたし。
なんだそれ。
いえ、一瞬上の都合です。
またそれか。
そう。オレキさんなら、もしかしたら。
She keeps saying that, and I don't know what she's thinking. I have no idea what she's thinking.
もしもし、スタンダです。
Oh no. How?
できれば今日お会いしたいんですけど。
For what
オレキ
reason?
さんに折り入ってお話ししたいことがある。
Oh boy. It's not what we think, but I'm interested. Maybe it is. That'd be wild. She stood him up. She got abducted or something. Nice. Look how cute.
お呼び立てして。
What's on your
何
mind?
か用だ
Yeah.
ったか。何のためにこの店まで呼び出したのかって聞いてるんだ。
She doesn't want to bring it up, especially because we just started here.
はオレキさんです。
That's not the point.
貴重な日曜日だぞ。お前と漫才
Precious
するため
Sunday.
に
I could be sleeping right about now.
すみません。
Alright, don't raise your voice, buddy. Relax.
私、緊張して。
告白でもするつもりか。
Yes.
告白といえばそうかもしれません。
It's not what you think, but there might be something there. They're gonna end it. You fuck. Really good episode. That's that's the only thing I think I can really say about that. We essentially take like the same formula in a way, in the same format of characters staying the same, Chitanda wanting to experiment or learn more things and do things, you know, solve mysteries, do whatever else that she has to, her constantly dragging our main character into different situations that he claims that he doesn't really want to be a part of while introducing other people. So there's a lot of similarity, same things that kind of went on within in the first episode. While the mystery aspect of this isn't split into multiple, it's sticking around one, and it appears we're going to branch that into like an arc some sort of way. We continue down the path of our mysteries and everything that we're doing being things that are pretty logical and pretty, they're things that you can understand. While this one I didn't fully, get my head around to until things kind of got revealed, which also could be a direct result of me not understanding, things that they talked about, situations, how mixed things with classes and stuff are only people in gym or the fine arts and stuff like that. So like, I really couldn't wrap my own head around that until they really express those things. But I do like those routes that we go, because it allows us for conversations and setup between characters that allows us to build like a foundation of what they're trying to do and their interactions, and really allow them to develop and get accustomed to being with each other and how much they enjoy being with each other, or just the way that they change or alter the way that others might think, right? As we see Chitanda later on talking about the things that she's missing or the things that she wishes she could do, such as her ability to figure out everything and process things in certain ways, right? We're able to build upon these skills in these situations by literally having conversations and just talking and just being with each other while showing the development of these characters and trying to solve these mysteries that are kind of like the main thing that's going on, but essentially their background. Because like while you are trying to solve them and you are trying to figure out and gain knowledge on what's happening there, you're really, maybe everybody else feels different, but through 2 episodes here, I'm more here for character driven interactions rather than the mysteries that are going on in the background and what we're trying to ultimately solve, like with our characters. So I really like that a lot, because the interactions as well have some substance to them. Like they have something that makes them feel good and make them feel enjoyable. And a lot of times in shows, they kind of feel like you're beating around the bush with certain things that you're saying and certain things that you're doing. Well, we have plenty of that going on here. Multiple things Chitanda says without finishing her sentences, or has things on her mind that she won't openly say, right? It seems to be like we're going to bring that full circle in some sort of way with what's going to be revealed by her in the next episode, though. So all of it seems to be building towards a better purpose, and not things that are just being said to be kind of left alone for a while, or just being said to purposefully leave you at a point that you're not clue what the hell's going on, right? We get introduced to a new character, a new girl. I don't remember her name. Let me look it up. Ibara, and she is very cute. I like her. I like her hair, and I like her energy that she has. I believe, I'm not going to go back to check because I don't feel like it, but I believe we found out that she has a crush on Satoshi, or at least she did back in middle school, so we don't know her situation, what it is like now. But she also seems to have this rival like or not, I guess more like sibling kind of bond or relationship in a way to Ariki. And exactly like how their relationship goes, I don't know, but it seems like the way that they get along it reminds me of things like of siblings who kind of always have like these comments to like kind of say back to each other, and don't always get along on like the base level of things, but because they have like a common interest of somebody else that they kind of have to stick around, or just a friendship in a way where there is like somebody in the middle ground, whether it's like one of your friends gets into a relationship with somebody but you don't get along with them too well, but you get along with the other friend and you want to hang out, so like you're kind of going back and forth in some sort of way. So it seems like they have that sort of relationship going on, but it seems like she'll be involved a bit more here. She seems to be pretty competitive with him as well, and not wanting him to kind of one up her or her to feel under him in any sort of way. Well, Satoshi seems to be our best boy because he is literally the best wingman ever. And he just keeps pushing for things to go well and pushing for our main two to kind of get together or go and do things and adventure and just do whatever, right? I wanted to check her voice actress as well, just because I was curious, as I always am. A bunch of things and things that I haven't seen or I don't really remember. She is Sheena from Pet Girl, though, so that's cool. Okay, cool. I want to specifically touch on, though, the idea of what exactly Chitanda's the objective is here. We talked about before, and the things that she has in her mind, or throughout the episode, at least I touched on it a little bit. And it seems to be ways that they're trying to present her as a person where she is very smart in some sort of ways, and she has things that are going for where she can be book smart. Things are kind of presented. All she has to do is read off information, kind of remember it or apply it in certain ways. And she's able to do that stuff no problem. But when it comes to applying herself to real situations like this, where she doesn't have all these different things, like if in this situation we're specifically telling her, okay, what is this? Like, she's like, oh, I smell this thing. So you're like, okay, keep in mind the smell, keep in mind what this smell might end up being, keep in mind the only people who are allowed to use this book, the weight of the book and why somebody would want to return it and not hold on to it for so long, but also keep in mind the fact that the only time that people from different homerooms in a way come together within a class are for these certain classes, and you put all that out on the table for her, she probably could piece that together and trace it back to where it's coming from. But the issue is she can't find where to start. She's somebody who struggles at that start. It's one of those situations where, like, if you're ever in like doing a math problem or something, I used to always have an issue like this as well, where you have no clue what you're doing and you're just sitting there and somebody's like, okay, read like this word problem, and you have no clue where to go from there. Like, you're completely stuck. But then once you have like the first line of whatever formula you're kind of like trying to make out, and you can pick out all the numbers, if somebody specifically gave you that beginning for it, it becomes a lot easier to be like, okay, I know how to, once I see this formula, I know how to make all this stuff work, but I don't know how to specifically pick and pull each piece out of here and then create the numbers that go into that formula, right? That's an issue I always had when I was doing stuff like this before. So it seems to be a similar thing with her, where she can't fully grasp those things and really get to that idea and come to like this conclusion that she's trying to. I like the weight that we have, the impact that she has on a lot of the things that she does. She's very beaming like sunshine in a way, right? And which is wonderful to see. And also her character design for it's a little different in my opinion, because usually when you have those characters, I don't picture them to be people with like dark hair or any sort of things. They usually like have something to them that represent a light in a way, like a red hair or something like that's like a blonde hair, something that's a bit more bright, right? So rather interesting that the route that was chosen. But she has this thing where she keeps talking about how our main character might be, and I think that's all that she keeps saying, like that he might be something, but we don't actually know what it is. Like maybe it's a clue for her to understand something. Maybe there's something that she wants to know further. Maybe there's a mystery she wants to solve. Maybe there's something that she's striving for. And the reason why she's in this classic lit club is specifically so that she can gain info and try and do something like this. But he might be the key for her to kind of break through and figure out exactly what it is that she wants. But she doesn't know how to really do that unless she can go to him about this, which is where we get left off at the end, exactly what her intentions are and the things that she's going to kind of say, which will lead us into the next episode. But I do wonder, I think it's as simple as that. I think there's literally just going to be something that she wants to solve and something that she wants to go about doing, and she doesn't know where to start, and she thinks that he'll be very important because of his ability to kind of process and do all of this stuff. A couple small other things I wanted to touch on. Last week we focused on the idea that she seemed to have like a really good memory of things. I think could be remembering that wrong, but I think there was something that she seemed to like, yeah, the memory, because she remembered his name, even though he was just like somebody in the background in his eyes. And now this episode, we focus on the idea that she has a very strong sense of smell and she can pick up on things. So these different senses that she has that seem to be very powerful in some sort of way, or she's able to like separate herself in some sort of way from everybody else, is just something curious to me, and I want to keep my eye on and just kind of watch and remember. And I really don't know what it could mean, or if there's anything more important to it rather than just whatever she can do, rather than what's just literally presented in front of us here. But I'm gonna pay attention to that still. But very good, really liked it a lot as always. So I'm very excited for what's to come next. I said last week I was going to try and do 2-in-1s of these. I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. Some things kind of came up and things have been a little difficult this last week because of it, so I'm kind of trying to change around and think about the idea how I'm going to present this. I think we're going to go every Friday. I'll definitely have one of these, and then I'm going to try and record one more, maybe literally same day, maybe on like another day throughout the week, and get those ones up on like a Tuesday maybe, or maybe I'll just post another one on like a Thursday or another one on like a Saturday or something. Like just try and do it so I can get 2 uploaded a week, but I don't think I'm going to do 2 videos in one. And then sometime in July I might be able to really branch out and start doing a lot more, but I don't really know yet. Got to play it by week right now and kind of see what kind of goes on. But I think that's the route that we're going to end up going here. Anyways, thank you very much if you did watch. Leave any comments about this episode or this series in the comments. Would love to just read them, hear any thoughts about characters, things that you like, just whatever regarding the series. Hit the like and subscribe. They do really mean a lot to me. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel. I will be back for episode 3 hopefully soon for you. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. See ya.